This meeting is being recorded.
All right, Chris, we're live.
Welcome. Was it episode? Was it 8, 9?
I think it's 9.
9. Holy crap! Episode 9. We're almost in double digits. People have been raving about us. And one thing we heard from especially from all our lady fans is to bring those two handsome gentlemen back onto the podcast. And of course I'm gonna get you guys right. And we're having two of our guests returning, not just two new episodes, but on one single episode. This is historic, guys. We're having 4 people on one episode. This is breaking boundaries. I don't know any podcast has ever had 4 people on it before. Honestly, have you, Ian?
I've never seen one. No, I don't think so.
Yes. So we're breaking borders right now. Just four dudes. We're just gonna just spiel. It's gonna be a great time.
It's like when all the Avengers had their solo movies and then came together and to have the Avengers movie.
Oh, Ian, do you like that reference?
Yeah, but except it's like if 3 of the Avengers were together first, and then 2 of them got with another Avenger, and then they all came together. So it's kind of like a mix and match type of deal.
2 of them got with another Avenger.
Oh wait.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
I'm confused too.
Well, because it's not
What do you mean, like a sexual relationship?
We
Like,
didn't have all of our.
who had the
videos.
sexual relationship?
We had.
Who had the sexual relationship?
Now you're mixing things.
You
here,
said
right?
get with someone. I've never heard get with
Like
someone.
get with,
Like,
as in be with, hang out with type, like talk with.
no one did. You should have said that. You should have hung out with first.
All right, can we just get on with the show? Can we get on with the show here?
The show's already on, Ian. This is part of the act. I did tell Ian beforehand. I wanted to make a little slip up in the beginning. So we have some laughter in the beginning. That was a big slip up, Ian.
I think the bigger slip up is the fact that your computer's still not working right, and you look like you're teleporting across your screen every second.
Honestly, people don't even need to see me. They just want to hear my nice voice. My deep masculine vocal cords. Just spewing out information. That's what the people want. So that's what I'm giving that to them.
As great as your voice is, I think the people I've been hearing from the people that they might want something to watch at the corner of the screen during the episode. Like maybe
you're right.
Like a Subway Surfers type thing, or like one of those wheels that spins around and the ball flies through the holes.
Oh yeah, I love those
videos. Honestly, I think we should do that. Editor Ian, can you think you can put some magic with some Subway Surfers?
Come
on.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Very nice. Oh, what happened to Ian?
I don't know. You look the same way right now.
Am I? Oh, it's not working. We lost one. So I guess it's a normal episode. Oh, he's back.
You guys are all right, Chris. Why don't we get into some updates? You want to tell us?
Oh, you're right.
What you did this week?
Yeah. So what I did this week? Well, I finished finals, and I drove down from Virginia to Florida. And then I spent the week with my college friends in Florida. Yeah, spent the week at the beach, had a good time, good time off. Drove back, lots of driving. I think I drove over 30 hours in a week, so that's a lot. And what else happened? Yeah, now I started research today. So yeah, starting my research fellowship. That was cool. But yeah, just getting back in the loop, getting back in the swing of things, working my way back up.
It's awesome.
Thank you. Ian?
Yeah, this week I also finished finals, and then I drove home back to Haddonfield. Yeah, so I've been home the last few days. Went to see my grandparents yesterday for Mother's Day, which was nice. Been seeing some of our friends from home a little bit.
We should do a significant other review.
What?
What?
The review?
We're still doing updates.
Sorry, not right now, but just
Okay.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. We'll follow up with that shortly.
I have some question about that.
My update is similar. I finished finals. I drove down to Miami for a few days with Jade, and we hung out there for a little bit. And now
You know, one thing, Nate, I want to say, I sent Jade a Snapchat.
yeah.
She hasn't responded to me. She left me unopened
When did you send it?
like 5 days ago.
Oh, that's kind of rude. Well,
Yeah.
well, they're all her and a bunch of my my best friends from college are in Israel right now. They were at the Gaza Strip today, so they're having a good time. As good
Well,
as
that's a great destination, great vacation spot. I've heard.
yeah. Well, they're there to learn. They're there to learn. But anyways, when they went on that trip, I came home.
Ian, stop jerking it. Stop turning your camera off. He's jerking it.
Chris, please don't say jerking it on the podcast.
That's what he's doing, bro. He turned the camera off.
Stop it!
What
Don't
else
say
did he turn
that
the
on the
camera off?
podcast.
What else would he's doing?
Say
Ian, unmute yourself. Ian. Explain yourself.
Nothing happened.
The cam. I heard some rumbling and tumbling.
Oh, okay.
You know, sounded like you were jerking it.
Yeah, I was actually jerking it.
Okay, we're gonna end this discussion and we're gonna let Nate continue.
And then yeah, I came home. I was doing some school. My classes started today for school. I've just been hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
It'll start to ramp up with my classes and some personal projects.
Yeah.
So now he's having an orgy.
Holy fuck!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Maybe he's jerking it.
Holy shit! Oh, holy fuck!
Oh.
Hey,
Eyes got
you
touched.
want to watch your
This is the
language?
kids friendly program. Oh, he's gone.
Did you leave? Oh.
Okay, we apologize for that behavior. We don't personally condone that here.
Yeah, Ian doesn't jerk it. Ian doesn't jerk it like that. I hope you guys know.
What do you think's worse, this
Other
incident
Ian,
or the
sorry.
Will Smith slapping incident at
The what?
at the Oscars?
The Will Smith slapping incident, Chris. Which one's worse?
What was the other one? What was the first option?
This.
Ian jerking it on the podcast. That's a good.
You know, I think can I throw in a third option out there?
Okay.
The
Why?
Ian Talty Scooby-Doo incident.
There is no Ian Talty Scooby Doo.
Nate, you're in. Nate, can you get? Honestly, can you go in his room and get it?
Yeah, I'll go get it right now.
Go get it. Go get it.
If you want to get Scooby Doo from my bed, go ahead.
Your parents are upstairs.
Yeah, my parents are upstairs.
I don't want to go do that.
What about the Chris Carr Disney shower incident?
Oh, that's an incident.
How is that my fault?
What do you mean,
Yeah.
how's that your fault? We all heard it.
What?
You know what?
Me singing in the shower?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. All right,
I don't like this.
let's continue. Nate, you want to finish?
I was finished.
Oh, you're finished?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
How do you finish?
How did I finish? I was just saying that I've been home. I'm taking some classes, working on some cool projects over the summer. Hopefully making some trips.
Good finish.
Yep.
Nice. So we lost our other guest. I don't know what happened to him.
He brought up an interesting topic of conversation, though.
What?
He wanted a significant other update, I believe. Oh, he's back.
You want a review? Oh. Okay, good.
Ian?
What's good?
Are you finished?
You
Did you
prepared to be
finish?
a little bit more appropriate on air?
I just got touched.
It happens to the best of us. I'm not gonna lie. It happens to me a lot. Not consenting. Obviously.
Non-consensual. I just got diddled.
Yeah.
Did you?
Well-
Is that still? Is that in the podcast?
Yes, it's in the podcast. This whole thing is being recorded. What is wrong
We
with
had to,
you?
we had to cut this episode.
Are you
I don't
serious?
know.
No.
Are you sure it's being
perfect.
recorded? Because it says record right there.
It's being recorded.
You're sure?
He would know.
100% sure.
He's the master. He's the master.
How do you know it's being recorded?
I know it's being recorded.
Wouldn't it say recording?
No.
Oh.
He would know.
So,
Okay.
All right, Ian, come back.
I'm here.
No, you're not.
Wait.
Uh,
Ah,
So Ian, what do you want to talk about? You brought up an
No,
interesting point.
he's got to give us. He got to give us up your update, Ian, first.
Oh, okay. Well, I finished my finals on Thursday, and then I went out Thursday night,
Lit.
and then Friday I drove home.
Yeah.
Then Saturday, we have a kid from Poland who's going home forever. He's graduating,
Oh.
so we took him to the Jersey Shore to really, give him the full experience. Tom Mack is his name, and we played. We went to Ocean City, and we played adventure golf, and he won a free game like on the last hole. So we let him keep the free game card, and so he has a reason to come back and see us.
No.
And we all like autographed it. But my idea was we should do there's some people in this on our friend group who have relationships, and we should do significant other review. Like we should review them all, let them know how we feel about them. That was my
we're
idea.
not gonna do that. I thought you just meant you wanted like an update.
Oh, no.
We're not gonna give them a 5-star review on this podcast, which we're posting online.
We could.
Maybe
Why
we
not?
could.
Why not? Who
I
says
mean-
we can't?
Me, Ian, and Ian met Zach yesterday.
That's right.
Who's Zach?
Yeah, big shout out to Sabrina. Sabrina's new boyfriend named Zach.
Oh, I don't know if I like Zach.
Yeah, that
You
could be a
like
topic
him?
of conversation.
Huh?
Zach's a fine guy. Maybe we're not gonna disparage his name too
Wait,
much
Nate, what'd you say?
live on this podcast.
I didn't say anything. I thought he was very very chill. I was under the impression, and I think so was Ian. We were discussing it. We just had a different understanding of who he was and what he was like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If we had a different understanding of what he was, then maybe we would have had a different expectation of him coming in.
Was he a douche?
No. He's a nice guy, but he was very frat bro. And
Oh, really?
Me and Nate both had this thing in our head that he wasn't a frat bro.
He doesn't look like a frat bro. I put it that way.
That's what
No,
I'm
he
saying.
does in real life.
He does. In
Yeah.
real life.
A little. Well, he was wearing a Vanderbilt polo. I feel like that kind of gives frat guy energy.
And it was not buttoned at all, and he was wearing a backwards hat.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Was he wearing a
You know,
backwards?
I do that
He wasn't
sometimes.
wearing a
I don't
backwards
think he was
hat.
wearing a backwards hat.
Bro, you just invented a detail. Are you serious? He
I
wasn't
swear
even-
he was wearing a backwards
Nah.
hat.
Wait,
No,
where did
he
you meet?
wasn't.
Where did you meet him?
We met him
we
at a
went to Starbucks.
Wawa. We
And
met
then Taya's house.
and then we
They
went
went
to
to
Taya's
Taya's house.
He was at Taya's house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy moly, that guy
And then-
definitely wanted to kill himself.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
Sorry,
then
sorry.
Taya's
Taya's
dad
house
told us
is
to be
very
quiet.
lovely. We thank her and her parents for having us there. Taya, if you're watching this, big thanks to you.
Shout out Taya.
We're making a lot of enemies on this podcast.
Yeah,
you
let's make
are.
some more.
You are.
I mean, I don't really care. I already have a lot of enemies. You know, you either love me or you hate me. I have a lot more fans, so it's okay.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, I think me and Ian were under the impression, just based off of kind of what we had heard, in past months. We hadn't heard much, but just from what we had heard, it kind of seemed like Zach was like, like the nice guy, and Sabrina was deciding if she was gonna give him a chance or not, and all
Yeah.
that. But ultimately, and I thought it was kind of like a nice guys finish last kind of situation where
Well-
that's why like that they took so long to sort
I
of
don't
make it
know.
official, but I don't know, that just wasn't the impression that I got yesterday. It
Well,
was-
I heard the opposite. I mean, I heard that like he, they were dating and he kind of fizzled it out. So I think there could be some sort of like power dynamic going on there. You know, maybe he is a nice guy, but he wants to give off that like bad boy energy. You feel like, oh, I'm dropping down, Nate.
Yeah.
I know you give that off a little bit. I give it off a lot.
Yep.
We're good guys at heart, but we're rough on the surface.
Yep.
That's funny, Chris. How's it going?
That's what everyone says.
About you?
That's what everyone says.
Yes, of course.
Chris, you're like the least rough and tumble guy I know.
All right, you.
I imagine you using like baby lotion on every part of your body.
I don't actually have baby lotion, so okay.
Having baby oil is not a federal crime, says Diddy.
Okay.
And with that, we can kind of transition into a topic that we wanted to discuss called male Instagram habits. Ian claimed to have a top 5 Instagram page. Would you like to elaborate?
Okay, so for all of our longtime viewers, you probably know by now I'm not really big into social media or technology usage, like in general. So I'm not on Instagram a lot. Maybe once or twice a week I'll pop on, check my DMs, see how some of the fans are doing. But I think personally my Instagram page, I've cultivated it in such a way that I think it's just it's special. I only have 3 posts, right? So you look at that and you're like, wow, that's nothing crazy. But then you go into each of the posts and you see how I've curated them. You see the caption that I've picked out. And some of the captions, they're so elaborate but so short, you might not even get it. Right? But it's like a work of art. I like to imagine that I'm a musician. Okay? And each post that I make is like an album. Each picture's a song, right? And I'm like doing crazy things. Right? Like I'm starting off basic and you're like, wow, this is Ian Talty. And I'm hitting you and you're like, wow, that's a masterpiece. And then all of a sudden on my 3rd post, I'm like changing things up and you're like, I didn't know he could do me like that. And so that's just in my imagination. I think that a lot of people don't really have the skill to do that type of thing. And so I'm a special Instagram presence. In my opinion, I think I might be top 5 all time. I'm not really familiar with like who else might be up there, but I think that's just a safe bet to make.
I'd like the viewers to know that I just tried to pull up Ian's Instagram on the computer to screen share it, and he denied my permission to do so. So I think you should.
Wow.
Fine, let's go. Let's do it. Okay. How do I share content?
Well, you have to pull up the Instagram first.
Can I just share it and then go to it?
Well, you should pull it up first and then share the screen.
Oh my god.
We're having skill issues.
You gotta go into a special tab.
A special tab?
Well, it's just my.
What else do you
Incognito?
This is
What
the
else
only
do you-
tab.
Incognito?
No, this is just my note. Like my.
Were you jerking it earlier?
What is wrong with you, Chris?
Okay, now we can share the screen.
Okay. Never shared my screen before. Chris always does that.
Right there. Click that.
Okay.
Perfect.
Share.
Yes.
Okay. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. So like, we'll just go. Wait, what's the time on this meeting?
Oh no.
I think you got about 30 seconds.
All right, we're gonna stop this and then we'll come back. All right.
Holy.
Get ready to be wowed. All right, I gotta figure out a way to open up this meeting and close it. Okay, how do I stop? And then okay. All right, we'll be back.